decided to check out the Frankenstein syndrome. So, check this out.
Good morning, Miss Barnes. I'm Special Agent Wollstonecraft. This is Special Agent Godwin. We'd like to begin your deposition right away. In 2007, you joined a research group funded by Dr. Walton, known as the Prometheus Project. Dr. Walton and his organization are currently under investigation for human and organ trafficking, as well as conducting illegal medical research of which you were principally involved in. Will you please tell us the circumstances regarding your association with Dr. Walton?
So, tell me again why I am sewing up a dead girl?
What you're suggesting is completely unethical.
After what I've seen here tonight, the only ethical thing we can do here is try and bring her back.
I think we should continue on the path our recent work has taken us. Right now, those men are dead. Under a more scientific regimen, we might be able to regenerate their tissue. Perhaps reanimate them.
Victoria.
How dare you?
How can you look at me that way?
I did not ask for this. I did not ask to be your guinea pig.
Dear Dr. Walton, the man we have brought back to life.
I find him repulsive.
How repulsive am I now?
Am I now?
Sometimes the end justifies the means.
Okay, at the end of this also, for those of you that actually, care and want to see more of Days Gone By, have a little surprise again, kind of like my Blair Witch one, where I had the little picture. This movie I actually enjoyed it. I found it interesting that previously we did Vampageddon, and the director of that, David Hayes, is actually in this movie, and the main vampire guy from Vampageddon is one of the detectives in this movie, so that was kind of cool. Basically, as you can see, trailer and everything, the scientists, the doctors are playing God. They bring the guy back to life. They make this serum that can, reproduce dead cells and everything. So they end up bringing the guy back to life from dead after getting shot in the head. And he starts learning and evolving way faster than a normal person. So like we use, 7% of our brain, and that's it. So they use, 93% of their brain that we also don't. So he's picking up, he's, within a day or two, he's reading novels and all this stuff. He's a sponge, he memorizes everything. But there's a great part where he sees Elizabeth, who's Tiffany, who plays Elizabeth, and he's like, Elizabeth, and she's like, all scared and bothered by him. Then he decides to reach down and start enjoying his view of her. So she takes off running, but it was kind of funny. Also, with his knowledge and high-speed learning and everything, he gains powers. So before you know it, he's like a Jedi. He's doing this, and doors are opening, locks are, breaking off. He can walk in a room, open the door, go behind, shut the door. So he learns that he begins to read their minds. He can know exactly what they're thinking, control them if he wants. There's a part he wants water, or he doesn't want water, he only has water, and they're like, that's all you get. He's like, I want fruit punch. He turns the water into fruit punch instead of water to wine, so then starts playing on a God-type scenario. Kind of neat. Also, there's a part near the end where he, he's talking and he goes to yell for Elizabeth, but it's like E.T. because all of a sudden he's like, Elizabeth. That was kind of entertaining. Okay. Eye candy. This movie's not that kind of horror sci-fi movie. It wasn't made to just have a bunch of skin and everything, so I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to count that. Lines, memorable scenes, originality and everything. I'll give this a 5. It was pretty good. There's not necessarily lines I remember, but there's a lot of scenes that I remember, and it was pretty creative the way they did. I actually enjoyed it, so again, a 5. Gore. There's an average amount. Near the end, when obviously, the killing really starts happening, there's more death, blood, and everything. But it kind of drags till it gets to that point, but they did a good job with what they do. It was believable, so I'm giving them a 5. Acting. Again, this was actually really done. It's not low budget, but it's not obviously, Hollywood, so it's really good though for the acting and who they chose to have in it. 7. If you take them all, average them, actually round it up, because has a carryover there for people who still do math. This would actually give you a 6. So I enjoyed it. And I don't know if I'll buy the DVD, but if it's on TV again, I think I'd definitely watch it. So check it out. Till next time, I will see you. Thank you. And here's my random gift. Later, guys. I think this is actually 2007.